Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. You're watching the Palette Podcast. This is me, Pabha Business Wali. I'm level 1 student and assistant facilitator at Rehan School Online Academy. And as you all know that in every podcast we have new guests with us, and today Pariwash AiWali has joined us. So today we will get to know more about her future goals, and the time she spent in Rehan School. So firstly, thank you so much Pariwash for your time and joining me in this podcast, and Assalamu alaikum. Hi, how are you?
Assalamualaikum. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. So, to the people watching, my name is Pariwash AiWali. I'm 15 years old. I've been in Rahan school for 1 year, so like the same time as you, veterans. And other than that, I take interest in prompt engineering, learning how to leverage LLMs, and also I did like a little like AI data analysis, but that internship went to back, so let's not talk about that. But other than that, I would say that yeah, Rahan schools in the bag.
Okay, that's great. You have learned a lot in this 1 year, as you already mentioned. So that's amazing. So my first question to you, Parish, is going to be that I would really like to know that what is the meaning of your name? It's such a unique name, like me.
The name is like let's say basically Pari means beauty. Beauty, I think it means beauty in Urdu or Persian. Anyways, and then wash just means face, so it's like fiery face. Like yeah, that's literally it. It's pretty boring. It's a name.
It's actually really nice, I would say. Pari is like, a fairy, I guess. That's what you call it in Urdu. I'm sure about it. So, like you can just call
Thank you
yourself
so
a
much. I
fairy.
appreciate
Okay, that's
it.
amazing. Thank you
There's
so much for
options.
sharing this. So my next question to you would be that you have been the part of Rehan School for the past 1 year. So I would like to know that what you were doing before joining Rehan School. Like, can you share a little bit of that, your story, that what you were doing?
Of course. So before Rahan school, I was homeschooled. So like I guess that's one of the main reasons I don't properly know Urdu because um being homeschooled, being like at home the full day, like I didn't go outside and interact with people in Urdu. So I guess that's one of the reasons. Like at that point, my brother did know more Urdu than me because he was like getting groceries and stuff. So when he was doing that, he would have to like communicate in Urdu. So like over time, this added up, and he like learned a good chunk of Urdu. He's still pretty bad at it. I think I'm like yeah, but then after that, so that, and then after that, when I joined Mahan school, then I what do you call it? Made this two friends, but one of them mainly taught me Urdu in a silly way, and you can kind of see her. She's sitting right here, but because like I would hear her speaking in Urdu, she would sometimes translate and stuff. So then I learned like way more Urdu than I knew before. So yes, thank you, Naima.
Okay, that's really good. I guess learning language is kind of easier when you have something like to communicate with. And as you said, you're homeschooling, so of course it will be hard for you to learn it properly. So my next question to you would be that you were already doing online and now you're physically here in Rehan school. So firstly, what was the main idea or what was the main reason of you joining Rehan school, and how did you get to know about it?
So I got to know about it like I feel like everyone else found it somehow. It was through my dad and it was on Facebook. He was like scrolling or something. He saw an ad on like literally just Facebook, and it was I think that it was that school tour where it was like Urban and Angelica. I don't know her name, Urban Angie something. And she was touring around Suprangi campus. And then after that, my dad saw it and he was like, "Oh wow!" And then he, like showed it to our mom. Our mom didn't really like it. And then after that, like my dad brought it up again. And then after that, my mom liked it. And then I still didn't like it. And then my brother liked it. And then after that, I still had to come along. and I did come along to the school, and um, yeah. By the second visit, then I wanted to join.
Okay, that's like quite similar to what happened with me, I would say. But I wasn't like too much happy in joining Rehan school at the first, I would say. My next question to you is that how was your first day at Rehan school? I hope like you were homeschooling and then you joined the physical school and was totally out of the curriculum. So how was it?
Like the first day, I don't remember too much about the first day. I do remember that like one thing that really caught my eye was how welcoming people were, how much hospitality they were showing to me and my brother. I found that to be like really easygoing. Besides that, I would say that it was extremely easy to adjust given the fact that like before joining Fahan school, like the concept wasn't so like ostracized to me. Like I was aware of, like I was because I was like doing like a lot of random stuff on my like devices. I did like come across ChatGPT. I was using it, and occasionally I would do graphic designing for any like random stuff. But it wasn't on Canva. It was like on Ibis Paint, which is like I know it's pretty silly because Ibis Paint is a drawing app, but like instead I would like import pictures and different things. So then that, and I think I also like for a little time I was using PixArt because like I just wanted to find new ways to draw on my phone because like at that point digital drawing got a little boring because it's like the same thing over and over again. So like I was experimenting, and that was almost the same time I joined Mahan school. So, like like one of the things I thought was that okay, it shouldn't be that like it'll be pretty fun to you know have other people like doing the same stuff as me if that makes sense. Like obviously I won't say that oh I came into Mahan school like Canva Pro or something. No, I wasn't like that good, but like it definitely refined my skills, I would say.
Okay, that's awesome. You are already into these kind of stuff. So you're easily like merged with the curriculum. So that's amazing. So now my next question to you would be that there are a lot of tasks that our students are doing in Rehan school, and there are also a lot of different online skills students are individually working on right now. So what is your most favorite skill that you are learning, or maybe you want to learn in the future?
Okay, that's a good question. So I would say one skill I really want to learn is like one, it has to be coding, especially because like I feel like
Okay, everyone. I guess her internet is connected. So I hope so that soon she will join us again so that we can continue with our interview from here.
apologies, Wi-Fi is being a little whack right now. Okay, continuing. What skill do I want to learn? So the skill I want to learn is one Python because like I'm like terrible at coding, and also like many like LLMs, large language models, are made using at least a little Python, and also many things like just overall like for machine learning or for game development, you can use Python. It's like so accessible. So I would want to learn Python, but like high hopes for that. Anyways, and another one would be to get better at chess. Like I feel like I'm not actually that good at chess, and I would want to get way better at it. Like I only know like one good opening. Other than that, I need like to learn new defenses in chess. So definitely that. Also, actually, I want to go over the other answer I gave because, like when I was like processing the answer, I realized that oh my god, that sounds so egotistical. Like saying that oh, I just walked into Rahan's school and I knew everything. Like that just sounded so wrong. So I'm gonna rephrase that before any confusion happens. Like I will confirm this, like clear this up. That no, it wasn't like I was Albert Einstein walking in Rahan's school. Like of course it teach me a lot. Like I would I would say that I was pretty shy. No, I was really shy before Rahan school. And like after doing interviews and stuff, then after that, like I was like, okay, this is good. It's the same story. What do you know? Clearing that up. Before I get expelled, I have to say something.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So my next question to you would be that as you have a really if like technical mind, I would say that you're interested into coding and programming stuff because I feel like it's really complicated. Like for students like me, it's such a complicated thing, but it's good that you enjoy things like that. So I would like to know that what's your routine and in which campus you are in right now.
Is it working? I think it's working. Okay, you're gonna
Yes.
have to repeat your question.
Okay, sure. So my question to you was that what is your like kind of daily routine? What are you doing, and in which campus you are in right now?
Okay, so I'm currently in Rahan School 20 campus, and as for routine, I would say that it like very much varies, which might not be a very good thing, but like there's nothing really set on stone. Like obviously, I do have guidelines for what the routine should look like. Other than that, I would say that it's like jumbled. That's one word for it. And as for like, I would say that Mahan School has definitely changed my routine by bit. So yeah, that's about it. Like eat, sleep, wake up, sleep, bam. Like rinse and repeat. What can I say?
Okay, so now my next question to you would be that I've seen you attending different, like events like TEDx event, and you're like going different places like expo centers. So how is your experience there, and what do you guys do? Like, how this everything is done?
Good. So as for the TEDx event, we actually did not go, like me and my brother, because we were so late to the like booking. So we never actually made it to getting a ticket in. Sad. And apart from that, like the events, they're basically expos, and like basically you go there and like what we're supposed to do is we just have to, I'm so sorry, we have to like advertise Rahan School. We'll wear the yellow Rahan School logo t-shirts, and then after that we have to like go around tell people about Rahan School, basically like be a door-to-door salesman about Rahan School. And then if we get someone, congratulations. We also have to like either stand behind the stall of our like school stall, and like any guest that comes, we explain it to them. And like I would do that, but half the time I would have to ask them to speak to someone else because I it was yeah, anyways that. But besides that, there was still a lot of time that we had to go around, see stalls. You know what else? yeah, we would get to meet a few good people. Like one time, the what's the guy's name? I don't know, this like UAE diplomat, he came to the expo for one day, and like he was the I think the Karachi ambassador of Dubai. So it was like really nice to meet him, and yeah, it was like a really short interview, but still. Also, we do like go around interviewing stalls, getting like little stories. So like it's really fun because you get to do many interviews with random people, and then sometimes they're really interesting. Like with the stalls, like sometimes they're really funny. It's really interesting.
Okay, that sounds kind of fun. I just had one experience visiting Future Fest, and it was just like you explained it. But yes, it was my first experience. I was hella shy, I would just say, like opening up to people and having conversations. It's a big thing. But that's great. Like you have practice now, so for you it's like bit easy. But for online students, it's kind of a bit hard that like having physical interactions. So hope so that everyone get chance to visit and do this kind of stuff.
No, I also
So
think that
yes,
sorry,
please.
I went. I also think that Future Fest, like the whole Future Fest, was like extremely populated and stuff. So it might have been like really overwhelming because usually like expos are like relatively small. So I'm guessing that it was probably like really overwhelming.
It was, I would say, because it was like a big deal for everyone to be there, and there were a lot of things going on in
I
one
feel like I'm
expo.
lagging.
Your picture is stuck. Okay. So my next question to you would be that what are your free time activities, or like if I say what are your
There
hobbies?
is lag. Yeah, sure. Right on time. So I am lagging, so I'm not sure my answer will actually get through. But either way, one of my biggest hobbies has to be philosophy. Like I genuinely just love philosophy, whether it's like mostly Western modern day philosophy that really catches my eye. Other than that, like not philosopher, but like a political writer and author, you can say, is George Orwell that I like recently started reading, and now I plan to read his other book about like the future, you can say. But like that's the second book I want to read. Other than that, I did finish Animal Farm. It was so good. So I definitely I'm really starting to enjoy George Orwell.
Okay, that's really amazing. And my next question to you would be that about your Wali, sorry. So you chose AI Wali. So what was the reason behind it, and what are your goals related to this?
Of course. So one of the biggest reasons was my grandfather. Like before I was coding Wali, and like as you mentioned, coding is so difficult. Like I've only ever went past like the basic functions and syntax of Python. Python has to be easy. It's the easiest, but still it's like so I wasn't built for this. Anyway, so I was coding Wadi. My grandfather then said he said that like it's AI will be the future, and you're already using AI when coding. So I am so sorry, man. So basically, as I was saying, he said that like AI will be the future. You're already using AI for coding, and overall, it's just like more beneficial if you did AI. It's like what do you call it? It's a broad term. So oh my god, thank you, man. Wait, one food. Okay, I got my food. That's good. Okay. Anyways, so continuing. Now I lost my train of thoughts. Of course. Um, yeah. It's a broad term saying AI. So it could be AI prompt engineering or AI in the medical field or just overall. It was very broad, so it could be used in any context. So yeah, general knowledge.
Okay, that's great. That was thoughtful. So my next question, moving on towards the next question, would be that who are your favorite personalities? The personalities or the people you look upon on.
Um, Easy. Okay, so happy, sad. No, no, not sad. Happy, cheerful, and on top of that, excited. I'm doing. No, honestly, it has to be Harriet Tubman. She played a huge part in like anti-slavery, and I think that she overall she like helped 70 slaves escape. That was like inspirational. You know, she obviously started a huge movement, and she was supposed to be on the $15 bill, but like that was just talk. Unfortunately, she did not make it. But other than that, she played a huge part in like I would say how our society functions today. Like she was one of the first people to say that oh this stuff sucks. Like slavery shouldn't be a thing. Not the first, but one of the people who put it into motion. And I think that she's genuinely like way better than most of us for that. And other than that, I would say that it is Frederick Nietzsche because like he was what like one of my favorite philosophers is one of my favorite philosophers. He made the very popular quote, which was like when you stare into the abyss stares back into you, which like in the most basic of sense means that when you interact with an enemy, you see yourself becoming the enemy. And like this is a common theme in George Orwell's Animal Farm. In the end of the book, you see that the pigs became like the humans, and the animals were looking at the pigs and humans and couldn't tell which one was which. Meaning that when you stared at the humans, you became a human, which was in their sense, animals thought humans were evil. So like when you stare into the abyss stares back into you. You become what you look at. Basically, environment is what shapes, is what he's trying to say. And lastly, Fyodor Dostoevsky, because like one of my favorite books by him was Crime and Punishment, and like that just went so unbelievably hard. Like I'm not even joking. Like first of all, tell me why he went through a mock execution, and like this made him such a good philosopher. And then after in the book, like he has some like he says some of the most like crazy like fire quotes ever. And like I can't recite it word for word right now, but like so good. He's so good.
Okay, that's really informative. That was really informative, I would say. So now my next question to you is that what are your favorite destinations, the places that you will love to visit?
I haven't really visited many places. Like other than wait, you said which places I want to visit or which places I visited.
You want to visit?
Oh, okay. Then for places I want to visit, like I would say England. That's probably very easy. Like England, I just genuinely want to go there. I feel like the environment just like off of videos and clips and pictures, it just looks very calming. Like obviously there is like one London stabbing every 6 hours, but besides that, I could live with that. And also like overall, I feel like the weather wouldn't be so bad. Like it's not like freezing, like I guess what Canada would be like, but it's just like the right temperature, I would say. Because like, being in Pakistan, you realize just how hot it can be, and you would like something cool.
Okay. Now,
That's it.
lastly, any advice, any life lesson that you will love to share with me and my audience?
Honestly, like if I give any advice, that would like make me such a hypocrite because like I'm not in any position to be giving advice here. But if I was, then I would say that be consistent, which is something I don't do, but you give it a shot. Be consistent, and consistency builds foundation, and foundation builds buildings. So you know it's better to do like 1% every day than to do 100% in one day, because then like that muscle memory activates.
Okay, thank you so much, Pariwash, once again for joining me in this podcast. I really enjoyed all of your answers, and I hope so my questions didn't make you bored. So, okay, everyone, I will end my
No,
podcast. We'll meet in another podcast with a new guest. Till then, Allah Hafiz and goodbye.